come and get it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here on my channel with me, NUK3TOWN, and today we're going to be talking about what I think is the best class setup for the HVK30 within Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Online. Now, before we get into the video guys, I am going to be leaving a link down in the description. It will be the top link, and this is to a countdown for DLC 2 Eclipse, I think it is, and you know, it's about 14 days now until it's released, so you know, you can use that to keep an eye out for when it's released and the time. So, the best class setup in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for the HVK30. Now, I tested this on NUK3TOWN as it's double XP weekend, and I am starting up from rank 1 all over again. I have Prestige this weekend already, and I'm about halfway through Prestige 1 or just today alone. Now let's talk. So first thing that we have is we have the gun, the HVK itself, and you know, this is actually a really good gun. It's an assault rifle, and it's probably, I think it says here, it's a full automatic assault rifle that has the fastest fire rate in the class. Now, after using the attachments on this for so long, I kind of disagree with that now. It has to have one of these attachments on it. So anyway, let's take a look first. So we have the HVK30, and as you can see, I've got it at the maximum level. Now, optics, you can have one or two. I prefer ELO sight, as I do with any gun that has a sight, but you can use red dot on this. Red dot works especially well, but you know, I just prefer ELO as, you know, it's got no frame and I can have a wider field of view around it and see what everything else that is going on. So the first attachment is Quick Draw. Quick Draw is probably one of the most standard attachments I've run on any gun. It's, you know, it's a versatile attachment, just lets you aim in really quickly, you know, quicker than a lot of other guns. It's like, I think it increases the ADS speed by about 0.5%. So it is a lot faster than it is without it, you know, and that's just great for like rapid ADS down, like round a corner or down an alleyway, especially on NUK3TOWN 2065, sorry, where you have the two alleyways on either side of the map. Now next we have the grip. Again, another standard but versatile attachment I have on most of my weapons. Just helps to stabilize the gun a little bit. You know, you get immense accuracy through any gunfight. You know, depending on the gun and the attachments, mainly the sight as well, you do get a little bit of kick. But you know, the grip always helps to stabilize a gun, and you know, you always get precise and accurate shots. Now, the third attachment I also have on this is long barrel. Now, I found that long barrel can be switched out with high caliber, which is great. High caliber does increase damage on headshots only, but it's still an amazing weapon, amazing attachment to have on NUK3TOWN 2065. Good for the fact, if you're in Headbanger, which, you know, a lot of my gameplay on this video might be, then it's an especially good one to have. Now, my playstyle in this game, and how it has been all weekend on NUK3TOWN 24/7, sorry, has been down the furthest side of NUK3TOWN, where the car is at the back, as you can see it on display. And you know, this is where my playstyle has been all weekend, and you know, I've been racking up some gameplay that's like 40s, 30s and 40s, and you know, I've still not been able to manage to hit 50. I hit 49 before, but it's still really great. Long barrel just really helps to increase the range of the gun overall. Now, being an assault rifle, this is probably a medium to long range weapon, but it's absolutely immense for short range combat, which is where my fourth attachment, rapid fire, comes in. Now, although this does actually have the fastest fire rate in the entire assault rifle class, I don't think it does after using rapid fire for so long. You know, I took it off when I prestiged, and it just didn't feel the same. Rapid fire is a necessity for me on this gun, mainly for the fact that if in a lot of these close range battles that are literally like right in front of you or around the corner, you're gonna need rapid fire to drill half of these bullets into your opponent before they can even get shots on you. Now, excluding the VMP from that equation, because that's what most people seem to use on NUK3TOWN 2065, because it's such because it has such a fast fire rate, this gun is still overall amazing. You can get a lot of kills against the people that use the VMP on it, but I found that overall it's an amazing class for NUK3TOWN 2065 on the double XP weekends. It's amazing for mid to long range battles down the alleyways or window to window, and it's amazing, absolutely impeccable for short range. Mainly my playstyle, I'm going to say camping, but it's not camping, staying behind the car and going either way, mainly towards the orange house, covering the garage and the side, occasionally the top window from the orange house as well, and the doorway at the bottom. This gun overall is amazing. Now, the perks we have are Sixth Sense. This is just so I know who's around You know, I've started to use the minimap a lot more. I didn't used to, but you know, 6th Sense just sends you visual and audio impulses, we'll call them, just notifications so that you know when an enemy is nearby. Now, they either tell you when you're on the same level next to you, or on a level above or below near you. Now, the second one is Fast Hands. This is just great for when you've been sprinting. No, this is so that you can swap weapons faster, use equipment faster, especially if you're using specialist. You know, my specialist that I've been using quite a lot is Scythe on NUK3TOWN. It's really good, especially in the same positions as I use the HVK in. But Fast Hands just lets you switch back to the HVK faster, and it also actually increases the speed that you ADS on top of quick draw as well, and how fast you reload, which not many people know, because the fact that the reload times are a fraction of a second faster, but it's really, really good. Now, perk 2, we don't actually have one. I would like to run Gung Ho or Blast Suppressor on this, mainly for the fact that Blast Suppressor, you know, there's a lot of boosting within NUK3TOWN 2065 in terms of running around and jumping, not actual boosting on boosting and getting kills. And Gung Ho just in the fact that, you know, it's better for hip firing after sprinting. Hip firing I don't really find a problem with the HVK. You know, you can still recover from running and hip fire insanely fast without that perk, so, you know, I just didn't feel that it was a necessity. Now, the main reason we actually don't have a perk 3 is purely for the fact that we have primary and secondary gunfighter on for the 2 last attachments on the gun, which are long barrel and rapid fire. Now, you can actually put these on in any way you want. You know, grip or long barrel might not be a necessity. You can change up this class however you want. This is just how I prefer it, because this is how I'm suited to it after playing this weekend. Now, in addition to this, what you might also want to do is, what I've thought of is, I was actually playing with one of my mates earlier on, and he said you might want to think about permanently unlocking something when you prestige. And I was like, okay, so what am I going to permanently unlock? And I was thinking, oh, I'll permanently unlock the HVK purely for the fact I can make this class. That's where you're wrong, guys. This gun is actually unlocked at rank 2, so you're going to play less than 1 game and be able to get it. What I recommend doing is unlocking primary gunfighter. Now, hear me out on this, because this is where I went wrong. I unlocked primary gunfighter 1, and I was able to get quick draw grip and long barrel on it, and I didn't have rapid fire, so it was still going immensely well. But the fact that I didn't have rapid fire, I was, you know, losing out on a couple of kills that I could have been getting in the game. So, whereas you have to wait until rank 28 to unlock secondary gunfighter 2, primary gunfighter 2, sorry, I suggest you unlock primary gunfighter 2 first, purely for the fact that primary gunfighter 1 you unlock at a lower level, which means you're going to get able to use all 4 attachments on this gun sooner than you would unlocking primary gunfighter 1 and unlocking primary gunfighter 2 at rank 28. I think you unlock primary gunfighter 1 at about rank 10 to 15, I think it is. So it's going to help you out a lot at the low levels, and you will get an absolute head start kick on NUK3TOWN 24/7 with this class. But guys, as you can see, the gameplay is in the background. I'm going to leave this to roll out with hopefully some music in the background. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and also hit that big red subscribe button just below this video. Make sure you never miss out on any Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto 5 or Minecraft content in the future. But guys, with that being said, I'm Riptic. I'll see you in the next video, and enjoy this class. Peace out.